Hello, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing a timing belt job in my 2013 Dodge Dart with a 1.4 turbo engine. So I guess I'm good to go. I got all the parts. I bought these parts from the dealership. So these are genuine. This is timing belt. That's the belt tensioner. That's the water pump. And pretty much the part numbers are over here. Just going to show them very quick. I've read online that you don't need this tool in order to do this job, but just for me to be in a good safe side, which this tool I got it off Amazon, it's just like $80–90 or something like that, so it's just a safety precaution, I guess. And also bought that just in case. It's just always good to have it. I don't think that will be necessary. This is a timing camshaft pulley holding tool, but as I said, I don't think we'll need it, but just in case, it's always good to have the extra stuff. Also in this video I'm gonna be, since to do the timing belt job, the vacuum pump has to be removed in order to secure that tool, this tool over here. So I read online it's also recommended to change the gasket, so I went for it. And some extra stuff that I'm gonna be doing is replacing the filter for the Multiair system, which this piece goes around there. But okay, once we remove all the stuff we need to, then we'll get into this part. Okay, without further ado, let's start the video. Okay, so the car is up in the air. Always use jack stands in order to hold the car. Never use the floor jack. So in this case, what it did is I jacked up both sides at the same time using a second floor jack. So that's what I like to do. You don't have to do it this way, but for me, I just like to even up the car and lift it at the same time. Sorry about the noise in the back. So my neighbor is just mowing the grass. So there you go. That's the floor jack. And so the next thing to do is to remove this liner to have access to the wheel well, to have access to the crank pulley. There we go. So now with the air filter out and the shield or casing that was here, look at how much space we get. So this is necessary because this engine support has to be removed, and so very importantly, before trying to do that, the engine has to be supported from the bottom. So let's see what it did. Over here I used this floor jack as well as the 2x4, and those are hockey pucks. Those are softened up, so I just don't want to damage this oil pan, right? So the thing I like about these floor jacks is to do this stuff, especially, is because it's you can fine tune it. So these the hockey pucks are actually touching the oil pan. So once I'm turning this, I can hear that engine, and I can see the engine starts to lift up a little bit. I guess that's enough for now before I start playing with the engine mount. So, well, let's get to the next thing to do. And finally, after removing all those pieces, there is the timing belt. So for a first glimpse of the belt, it doesn't seem bad at all. Anyway, so the reason I'm changing this belt, I decided to do it because, not because of kilometers. My car is a 2013, has 70,000 kilometers in it. And it's not much, but because the belt is 8 or 9 years old, so I just decided to go with the time. It seems to be fine. I know the dealer told me that it's good for 15 years, but I mean, I have read in forums that these belts have give away, and pretty much after that the engine is destroyed. It will need new head or head work on whatever mess it makes. So I just wanted to be on the safe side and just change it because of the age and do it while it's running, right? Alright, so let's head into it. Now with all this easy access to the serpentine belt, let's put pressure on the serpentine pulley. This is with a 15mm socket, and see, hopefully we'll let it go easily. Okay. Alright, also time to check. This is the original, 70,000 kilometers, about 8 years old. I don't see any cracks. I think it looks pretty good. But anyway, it's time to replace it. Alright, so this is the second day for me working on this timing belt job. I finally got the vacuum pump removed. The only thing gave me quite a struggle was this bracket. Oh yeah, quite a few bolts and little things over there, some wiring harness attached to this area. And just to get it out, even you remove the bolts and all that, this intercooler pipe is in the way. So you have to struggle a little bit, but it's possible to get it off without breaking anything, which is the most important thing, right? We try not to break things over here. Then the vacuum pump is held by 3 screws. These are T45s. They're easy to come off, take out, and after this, it's so easy. Good thing the gasket is still intact. Pretty sure might be still reused. I don't recommend it. That's why I got a new one. And then after, we have to make sure that the back of the camshaft, which is over there, it's vertically. So the special tool I got can align correctly to it. It has this keyway. This sits like that. It's like that, right? So as you can see right now, the camshaft is horizontally. The camshaft has to be vertically in order for this to fit. Also with a keyway, it should be in the right hand side. So I'm gonna leave the gasket for now. Use old gasket so until I can pretty much finish playing with this tool. And then later I'm gonna replace it. Okay, let's move to the front of the engine.